Hey everybody, welcome to Priddle Mondays. Priddle Mondays, where the puzzles are real and the cookies don't matter. Hola Huli, how are you doing this fine evening? What are Priddle Mondays? Priddle Mondays are where we work on puzzles and riddles. We work on them together, try to figure it out. And maybe there's an emoji cookie or two that gets given out. Priddle Chicken Little. All right, Evan Penn. Uh, why do we do these puzzles and riddles? Is because I work on armchair treasure hunts, and part of these armchair treasure hunts is you have to work on your lateral thinking, trying to improve our vocabulary a little bit, and try to think outside the box in trying to figure out these puzzles and riddles in order to get better at armchair treasure hunts. My name is AJ, by the way, and I work on these armchair treasure hunts. If you want to have me work on a particular puzzle or riddle, you can email me at ajrainville1973 at gmail.com. I also have a Discord channel if you would like to do these puzzles and riddles speaking through the internet, sort of like Skype. You can do that. Hashtag KPro matter. KPro says cookies matter. Hashtag cookies matter. Glad you could come here, KPro, and you too, Treasure Hunter and Lori James. I'm glad you could come here. Hola. Hey, it must be Spanish Day or something. So yes, let's get right into it. You know I like to start with riddles. Let's see if I can make these a little bit bigger. All right. All right. So I'm going to show these two down here. Whoops. And I'm trying not to show too many riddles at once, but we're going to have more than one at a time. Let's see if I can do it this way instead. So we're going to do a couple of these short riddles. These first two riddles is, why can't a man living in the USA be buried in Canada? That's our first short riddle. And the second one, is it legal for a man in California to marry his widow's sister? And the question is why? Lori James had 18 inches of snow. 18 inches of snow in October, the end of October. Goodness, Lori James. Cookies too. Me too. All right. Answer one, she was on a bike. The car was in reverse. Okay. All right, we're not doing this. I'm sorry, we're not doing this one. A girl who's just went the wrong way. How come? We've had that one before. I will. All right, I'll let you look at this one. I think you can see that. A girl who was just learning to drive went down a one-way street in the wrong direction, but didn't break the law. All right, we've had that one before, and so I was trying not to do that one. It's because she was walking. We've had that. Yes, the car was in reverse. She was on a bike. All right, he's still alive. Oh, why can't a man living? Yes, Evan Penn. Because the man is still. This one I looked up the answer because I was curious myself. Cookie for Evan Penn. And he's dead is the second, says Evan Penn. He's still alive. He's dead is the second. Is it legal for a man in California to marry his widow's sister? For a man to marry his widow's sister. They don't bury people alive. Yep. Lori James got it. Evelyn Curry got it. You're in Salida, Colorado. Wow, that's nice, Lori. For the girl who was just learning to drive and went down the one-way street in the wrong direction, but didn't break, it's because she was walking. Yeah, okay. We've had that one before, and so I specifically was avoiding that one. But the one, let's see, is it legal for a man in California to marry his widow's sister, and why? Is it legal for a man in California to marry his widow's sister? Jimmy Fast's light switch. Wrong riddle, Jimmy Fast. Evelyn Curry says, wanted dead or alive? He is dead. What about Jimmy Hoffa? Anything is possible in California. Anything is possible in California. Is it legal for a man in California to marry his widow's sister, and why? I'm going to display the answer, but try not to show too many answers. We've got 9 short riddles here. I'm trying to show some. 2 apples. Okay, well, here come the answers. No, it's not legal to get married if you are dead. It is not legal to get married if you are dead because he's a widower. So his answer is one is alive and the other is he's dead is the second. He's still alive. Is it legal for a man in California to marry his widow's sister? No, because he is dead. No, bury people, he is dead. Okay, I'm going to give it to Lori James, says he is dead first. Cookie for Lori James. Maybe this isn't so great that I've cut multiple riddles at the same time. Cookie for Lori James. All right, let's see. How can I do this? All right. Since you all looking at all the riddles, here are... Except you can't see that. There we go. A man builds a house rectangular in shape. All the sides have southern exposure. A big bear walks by. What color is the bear and why? Similar to the bear riddle in the section Einstein's riddles. Okay. A man builds a house rectangular in shape. All the sides have southern exposure. A big bear walks by. What color is the bear and why? Okay. Not that one. That one. Answer is white. White. North Pole. North Pole. All right, because the house is in the North Pole, every side is southern exposure. I'm pretty sure that's the answer. A dog can run in halfway. That's right. Oh, okay. He's answering some of these other ones. How far can a dog run into the woods? All right, he can run halfway, and then he's running out. Okay, so Jimmy Fast is answering all these riddles. Moss colored. Okay. There are 3 apples, and you take away 2. How many do you have? Jimmy Fast is like super fast because he's answering these riddles before I can even get to them. How far can a dog run in the woods is another one. Can I minimize this one? All right. Jimmy Fast is answering them so fast before I can even get to them. 600, says Evelyn Curry. Moss colored. My goodness, all these different answers. Treasure Hunter says, if there are 3 apples and you take away 2, how many do you have? Treasure Hunter says 2. There are more Chinese men than Japanese. Halfway in. How far can a dog run? Yeah, halfway in. So you have 2 apples. Treasure Hunter says 2. I'm pretty sure I got that. It's for number 4. Jimmy's disqualified. All right, let's see if I can do this without showing too many answers. All right, a man builds a house. They should all be southern exposure. The bear is white since the house is built in the North Poles. If you take 2 apples, you have 2. A dog can run into the woods only to half of the wood. Then it would run out of the woods. Okay. Try not to show too many. K-Pro's too loud. All right, I'm going to give Cookie for Jimmy Fast because he's so fast. He got the dog running in. Who had North Pole first? Or the white? Evan Penn had the color of the bear as white. And somebody said 2. Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter had 2 for how many apples you have. All right. One big hockey fan claimed to be able to tell the score before any game. How did he do it? One big hockey fan claimed to be able to tell the score before any game. How did he do it? Hooli answered number 8. Okay. What's number 8? Why do Chinese men eat more rice than Japanese do? Because there's more Chinese men than Japanese. I got that, Hooli. All right. Number 7. You can start a fire if you have alcohol, petrol, kerosene, paper, candle, coke, a full matchbox, and a piece of cotton wool. What is the first thing you light? I think we've had that one before. And what word describes a woman who does not have all her fingers on one hand? What word describes a woman who does not have all her fingers on one hand? So we're doing 4 different riddles. One big hockey fan claimed to be able to tell the score before any game. How did he do it? That's number 6. You can start a fire if you have alcohol, petrol, kerosene, paper, candle, coke, a full matchbox, and a piece of cotton wool. What is the first thing you light? Why do Chinese men eat more rice than Japanese men do? Liu is guessing if there's just more Chinese men than there are Japanese men. What word describes a woman who does not have all her fingers on her hand? All right, let's see if I can keep up with this. Hooli guessed 8. I got it for number 8, Hooli. See if I can do this. The match is what you light first. I agree, Laurie James. Evelyn Curry says 0-0. One big hockey claim to tell the score before any game. Oh, tell the score 0-0 because that's how a hockey game starts. All right, Evelyn Curry. I got you. Oh, Jimmy Fast also guessed 0-0. Match. Laurie James has match first. Ringless. What word describes a woman who does not have all her fingers on one hand? Ringless. You said 6 ringless. I think you mean 9? Is that what the answer is for 9? 0-0. Just give me all the cookies. So what word describes a woman who does not have all her fingers on one hand? Is that the answer is ringless? All right, I'm going to go through some of these answers. 9 ringless. Okay. Normal. Half price nail, says Silver Fox. All right. One big hockey fan claimed to be able to tell the score before any game. How did he do it? And I'm guessing score starts 0-0 and match is what you start with. All right. Evelyn Curry has 0-0. Okay, I'm going to have to put this here. Cookie for Evelyn Curry or Curry. You can start a fire. You start with a match first. Somebody had match. Laurie James has match first. Cookie for Laurie James. Forgetting match is the first thing you light. Why do Chinese men eat more rice than Japanese men do? Number 8 is there are more Chinese men. Cookie for Hooli. It's spelled KPRO. K-Pro is looking for those cookies. Normal. I wouldn't be happy if I had all my fingers on one hand. So the answer is normal for number 9. Uh-oh. Hold on. K-Pro has normal first. Looks like that's a cookie for K-Pro. So it's normal that a woman does not have all her fingers on one hand because she'll have 2 hands. She'll have all her fingers on 2 hands. I wouldn't be very happy if all my 10 fingers were on one hand. That is a cookie for K-Pro. Hey, William. Glad you could make it, William. All right, let me see if I can fix my thing here. Put that up there. Nothing normal about K-Pro. Why do I keep checking? I'm trying not to give the cookies to the wrong person, K-Pro. Consider the following sequence. We are not doing that. All right. Don't hate the player, hate the game. We are moving on to RiddleWatt. RiddleWatt is my favorite website for riddles. These are usually difficult riddles. They're usually ones that are made by individuals just for this website, so you can't just sort of search them out on the web, although you might be able to. I haven't been here in a while. Again, my favorite website. I recommend you check out Riddlewatch, Riddlewot. It's free to make an account, and then you can have whatever riddles that come up. You can have them. They'll hide the ones that you've already completed. That one has raisins. uh, all cookies matter. Hashtag cookies matter from KPro. Make it a little bit bigger. All right, we're looking for a 7-character word. Fatherless and motherless, born without sin, roared when it came into the world, and never spoke again. Fatherless and motherless, born without sin, roared when it came into the world, and never spoke again. We're looking for a 7-letter word. Those are not chocolate chips. Priddle what? Hey, I love it, Holy. Hey, sweetie. Glad you can make it. Those are not chocolate chips. KPro says thunder. Thunder. Thunder is the right number of letters. Born without sin, roared when it came into the world, and never spoke again. I don't think it quite works, but I'm going to try it. It is! Thunder is the answer. Fatherless and motherless, born without sin, roared when it came into the world, and never spoke again. I guess each individual thunder. Wow. That is 2 cookies for KPro. She says, try it. Oh, I tried it and it worked. That was the answer. KPro is on a roll. She's got 2 cookies. All right, well, we're going to move on. Let's see. Riddles, newest. Okay. We're looking for a 5-letter word. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. And Laura James, you have 2 also? If Thor doesn't get thunder, something's wrong. The hint of riches, Thor, and thunder. Got it. Oh, yes. Cheers, Christian Turner. Thank you for coming out. Evan Penn says empty. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. The answer is not empty. Above T made me think QRS, like the letter S in the alphabet. Above meaning before T, the letter T. Evelyn Curry says steam, for hidden is the opposite of me. I'll try it. That's 5 letters. Steam is not the correct answer. I like it though, I understand where you're going with that. Above T, I am easy to see. We're looking for a 5-letter word, KPro. 5 letters. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. So that means like seen. Seen. What's the opposite of hidden? I'm easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. So seen, visible, what are other kind of synonyms for visible or seen? Above T. We're thinking cup of tea, but maybe it's T, leaves. Shown, seen. I've got people seen. S-C-E-N-E. All right, it's not seen. K-Pro says shown, past tense. I like it. It's not shown. I like the scene though. I like the guess, both Evelyn Curry and Hooley. Above T, I am easy to see. For hidden is the opposite of me. Evelyn Curry says vapor. It's not vapor. Jimmy Fast says label. Okay. I'll try it. It's not label. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. I am easy to see. I'm thinking like the letter C. Evelyn Curry is guessing water. Not water. Let me look at some of the incorrect answers. Oh my goodness, there's 175 incorrect answers. Okay, some of these are not real words. Christian Turner says sight. That's a 5-letter word. S-I-G-H-T. It's not sight. Steep. That's a T word related to tea. It is not steep. I like that one too. Opposite of me could be you. Oh, or the letter U. For hidden is the opposite of me. Mm-hmm. Instead of the antonym of hidden, it's the antonym of me, which would be you. I got you. Above T, I am easy to see. I don't think S-T-E-A-P is a word, but I can try it. S-T-E-A-P. Nope. Glass, says William. It's not glass. Yeah, we did steam already. K-Pro. We did already try steam. All right. I am going to view a hint. Let's see if we can get the first letter. Come on. Help. Hint. Do I wish to proceed? Yes. First letter is an O. Trying to go, but you want the answer to this one. All right. The first letter is an O. Above T, I am easy to see. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. I was thinking me and then others. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. And it begins with an O. Lori James says Oprah. All right. It's not Oprah. It's the right number of letters. Evelyn Curry says ocean. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. It's not ocean. Oh, easy to see, optic. Lily's guessing optic. Ah, okay. I tried other already, K-Pro. Or James says cloud. We know it starts with an O. 5-letter word. Above T, I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. I tried other already. It's not other. Yeah, opposite of T. Yes, it's hard to say. Or hidden is the opposite of me. Overt. Overt is the answer. Above T, over T. Oh, it is the T was in there. OVER, over T, above T. I am easy to see, for hidden is the opposite of me. Whew! Good job, Hooli. That's a well-deserved cookie for Hooli. Above T, overt. Over T, OVERT. Wow. That's a good one. All right, take it easy, K-Pro. Have a good show tonight. That is a good riddle, though. That is a good riddle. All right, 10 characters. I'm guessing this is a 10-letter word. The first word is an action conducted by your legs. Okay, we got two words. The second, a piece of equipment used for climbing. Combine the two and you have one. Obtuse, oblivious. I understand you're going the right direction, Evelyn Curry, for that other riddle. The first word is an action conducted by your legs. The second, a piece of equipment used for climbing. Combine the two and you have one. So we're looking for two words. They total for 10 characters. Step ladder, STEPLADDER. Boom, Silver Fox. Silver Fox gets a cookie. Answer is step ladder. The first word is an action conducted by your legs. The second, a piece of equipment used for climbing. Combine the two and you have one. You have both a action conducted by your legs and an equipment used for climbing. Nice. Let's keep going. Riddles, newest. Looking for 6 letters. I'm going to guess that was an oops. It's all good, Evelyn. Don't worry. Don't worry. All right, we're looking for 6 letters. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. It's all good, Hooli. Silver Fox got the answer. The answer is step ladder for the other one. Looking for 6-letter word. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed, when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. We're looking for 6 letters. It's all right, Hooli. I'm sure Silver Fox will get over it. Accidentally deleted the comment. William says tire. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed, when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. I was thinking something like sponge. I see balloon, and I'm hearing balloon too. Ballon. I don't think that's how you spell balloon. What was that? Slinky? Is that 6 letters? Slinky? No. Okay, let me see. Jimmy Fast is rubber. It's not rubber. Jimmy Fast is muscle. Muscle. It's not muscle. Balloon has 7 letters. I'm pretty sure. I already tried Slinky, sweetie. Oh, you can hear her? All right. She's playing along in a different room, but you can hear. All right, I'm just going to double check. Balloon is 7 letters. Yes. Balloon is 7 letters. Bungee. Bungee. Ah. 2 is 2 O's. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed, when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. I can see where everybody's going with it. These all kind of different stretchy things with balloons, just the material rubber, muscle. Oh, helium. I didn't say helium. All right, the helium's not the answer, AC. Evan Penn says budget. Now there's some thinking outside the box. Ah. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed, when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. Rubber band, yep. We tried rubber already, Web Weaver. A variant spelling of balloon is Ballon. I'll go for it. Ballon. All right, it's not ballon, but I'm willing to try. All right, we've been on this one for a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can get the first letter. I have to refresh it. Try again. Hint. First letter. First letter is an S. First letter is an S. So this gets back to the one we had with Slinky. Slinky sounds right. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed, when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. Yeah, it was worth a try. I agree, Evelyn. There's no shame in trying. I'm going to go ahead and look at the guesses. So somebody's Slinky, Sponge, Swings are the other incorrect guesses for our 6-character riddle. Subject says Silver Fox. Oh, that's too many letters. Static. It's not static. When I come around, things seem so full of life. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed, when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go, I can finally come to rest. Spring? We didn't try spring? Oh, wow. Good job, Hooli. Cookie for Hooli. Smiles. When I come around, things seem so full of life. Spring. Okay, the season of spring. I bounce and bound as though I do not know strife. Though I tend to get stressed when I'm stretched or compressed, until once I'm let go and can finally come to rest. Okay. Oh, you vote Evans? What was Evans? Static? Yeah, I like static too. Slinky is a spring. Well, it seems again. Sometimes these riddles they seem so obvious once you see the answer. It's like, oh, of course it's a spring. Why didn't we get that from the beginning? Oh man. All right, we're gonna do one more riddle what, and then we'll try some different riddles. Different puzzles, I should say. Four-letter word. Journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward motion. Journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward motion. I agree, AC. These are good riddles. It's kind of the reason why this is one of my favorite websites for riddles. This is riddlewot, riddlewot.com. You can make a free, it's just free to have an account, and then every time you solve one of these riddles, it will take it off, and then you can keep working. There's over 1,000 riddles on this website. If you answer the front page riddle, then you can actually have your own riddle put on the front page, so that every time someone else comes on to RiddleWatt, your riddle will be the first one they see until someone else solves it, and then they put a new riddle on the front page of RiddleWatt. Light switch, says Jimmy Fast. Hey, Alan K is here. Core, bore, star. Journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward direction. I'm going to try star. I'm not sure how core or bore works, but I will go ahead and try them. Moon. Okay. Okay. Journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward motion. Well, I was thinking logically, I was thinking fall. Okay. It's not fall. Journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward motion. Four-letter word. This will be our last riddle, and then we work on some other puzzles. Sweetie says move. It's not move. Journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward motion. Silver Fox guesses trip. Trip is the answer. Oh, trip because it's both a voyage and a stumble. Oh, Silver Fox. Nice one. Cookie for Silver Fox. So journey forth, see the world, but only in a downward motion. So trip both as the term of voyage and trip as a stumble. That's pretty good. I agree, sweetie. That's a good job by Silver Fox. We're going to a lateral thinking puzzle. All right, we have a cake. Can you think of a way to cut a cake into 8 equal pieces with only 3 cuts? See you next fall. Okay, I see where you're going with that, Evelyn. So it would be fall. Okay. Hey, Dan, glad you could show up. Hope you're having some fun. That's what we do here. We have some fun. We try to work on our lateral thinking. Can you think of a way to cut a cake into 8 equal pieces with only 3 cuts? So you got a picture of a cake. How do we get 8 equal pieces with only 3 cuts? Awesome, Dan. Two cuts on top and an X, 1 cut through the side. So an X on the top, 1 cut, 2 cut, and then halfway through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One sideways, 2x from the top. Oh, have a nice trip. See you next fall. Yep. I got you, Evelyn. I think I think both Hooli and Silver Fox quarters, then a layer cut. I think we have the answer. There are two ways to do it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Use two cuts to divide the cake into 4 equal pieces, quarters. For the third cut, cut the cake in half horizontally. Some pieces may not have icing, but their size will be equal. The second solution, as in the first solution, use two cuts to divide the cake into 4 equal pieces, quarters. Then stack the 4 pieces on top of each other and make a third cut all through all 4 pieces. Wow, I like that alternate solution. That solution too. That's pretty good. Evan Penn got the answer first. Boom. Cookie for Evan Penn. Looks like everybody else got that answer too after a while. Or after Evan Penn. Half from the top and 2 side cuts. Half, 1, then 2 side cuts. You'll have 1, 2, 3. I think you'll only have 6 pieces if you do it that way, Silver Fox. You'll have 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 pieces. At least that's the way I'm looking at it, unless you think it differently. Instead of 8 equal pieces, you'll have 6 equal pieces. All right. Let's see what else we got over here. Cut the cake. Let's try Philosopher's Clock. Okay, maybe I gotta... An absent-minded philosopher forgot to wind up the only clock in his house. He had no radio, television, telephone, internet, or any other means of ascertaining the time. He therefore decided to travel by foot to his friend's house a few miles down a straight desert road. He stayed there for the night, and when he came back home the following morning, he was able to set his clock to the correct time. Assuming the philosopher always walks at the same speed, how did he know the exact time upon his return? Note, this is not a trick question. The philosopher did not bring anything to his friend's house, nor did he bring anything back with him on his trip home. An absent-minded philosopher forgot to wind up the only clock in his house. So it's a wind-up clock. He had no radio, television, telephone, internet, or any other means of ascertaining the time. He therefore decided to travel by foot to his friend's house a few miles down a straight desert road. He stayed there for the night, and when he came back home the following morning, he was able to set his clock to the correct time. Assuming the philosopher always walks at the same speed, how did he know the exact time upon his return? Note, this is not a trick question. The philosopher did not bring anything to his friend's house, nor did he bring anything back with him on his trip home. His clock never stopped. Well, I'm guessing this is a wind-up clock where over time it doesn't keep the exact time. But how did he know the exact time upon his return is the question. Sundial. Forgot to wind up his only clock in the house. All right, it says he forgot to wind up his only clock in the house. I guess it could be a sundial. He checked his friend's clock and counted steps. Evelyn Curley agrees it did not need winding. Okay, it says he forgot to wind it. This is a lateral thinking. This is a lateral thinking puzzle. He checked his friend's clock and counted steps on his return. Okay. It sounds like a good answer, Dan. It just seems like a pretty logical, straightforward answer to the question before us, though. An absent-minded philosopher forgot to wind up the only clock in his house. He had no radio, television, telephone, internet, or any other means of ascertaining the time. He therefore decided to travel by foot to his friend's house a few miles down a straight desert road. He stayed there for the night, and when he came back home the following morning, he was able to set his clock to the correct time. I kind of like the sundial in that when he went to his friend's house, he knew when the sunrise and sunset. Assuming the philosopher always walks at the same speed, how did he know the exact time upon his return? No, it's not a trick question. The philosopher did not bring anything to his friend's house, nor did he bring anything back with him on the trip home. I'm kind of thinking he found out either when the sun rose or when the sun set, and he tried to time, knowing how fast he walked back to either get the sunset or the sunrise exactly when he got home, I'm guessing. Evan Penn says if he walked exactly 2 miles an hour or some other speed, he could ascertain the time. Yeah, that makes sense. That's similar to what Dan said. Noon shadow. If that's the case, Silver Fox, then why did he have to go back to his friend's house? It's a good answer, Silver Fox, but I'm not sure why did he have to go to his friend's house to find out when his noon shadow was. Hmm. Is there a hint for this one? Yep, a hint. All right, we're gonna get the hint. This will probably give us the answer. Hint: even when a clock shows the wrong time, it can still measure time after being wound. Even when a clock shows the wrong time, it can still measure time after being wound. So the he does something to compare his clock versus his friend's clock. Finds out how much of a difference this is, and then uses that difference, including his walking speed, to come back. I don't know. All right, I'll do the. I'll talk the puzzle one more time. So he knew how long it took to get to the neighbor. Mm-hmm. He wound it before leaving and measured the time it took to walk to the friend's house. But he didn't go to the friend's house and came back. He came back the following morning. Hmm. An absent minded philosopher forgot to wind up the only clock in his house. He had no radio, television, telephone, internet, or any other means of ascertaining the time. He therefore decided to travel by foot to his friend's house a few miles down a straight desert road. He stayed there for the night, and when he came home the following morning, he was able to set his clock to the correct time. Assuming the philosopher always walks at the same speed, how did he know the exact time upon his return? Note, this is not a trick question. The philosopher did not bring anything to his friend's house, nor did he bring anything back with him on his trip home. Silver Fox says he cut the time difference in half. Evelyn Curry's Evan, the clock kept track of how long he was gone. Oh, he wound it before leaving and measured the time it took to walk to the friend's house. Oh, I see. So he used like math or arithmetic to figure out how to get the time. Okay, I see where you're going. Oh, another hint? Okay, let's get another hint. We can assume that the journey to his friends and back took exactly the same amount of time. Okay. The clock stopped around the same time he returns to the house. Okay. All right, long answer. The philosopher winds the grandfather clock to a random time before leaving, 9 o'clock, for example. Although this is not the right time, the clock can now be used to measure elapsed time. As soon as he arrives at his friend's house, the philosopher looks at the time on his friend's clock. Let's say it's 7:15. He stays overnight, and then before leaving in the morning, he looks at the clock one more time. Let's say the time is now 10:15, 15 hours later. When the philosopher arrives home, he looks at his grandfather clock. Let's say his clock now reads 12:40. By subtracting the time he set it to when he left from the current time, he knows that he's been gone 15 hours, 40 minutes. He knows that he spent 15 hours at his friend's house, so that means he spent 40 minutes walking. Since he walked at the same speed both ways, it took him 20 minutes to walk from a friend's home and back to his place. So the correct time to set the clock in this example there would be 10:15. The time he left his friend's house plus the 20 minutes the time it took to walk home, or 10:35. Hey, Simon, glad you can make it. Yep. I think Dan is the closest one. Yep. You're right. You're right, Dan. You are the closest. Cookie for Dan. All right, that's an interesting puzzle. Philosopher cutting links. More lateral thinking puzzles. A jeweler is asked to join 4 small 3-link chains shown on the left into a large circular 12-link chain. In order to join 2 closed links, one of the links needs to be cut, placed onto the other link, and then closed. The clever jeweler finds a creative way to make the circular chain while cutting as few links as possible. How many links does he cut, and what does he do? So the jeweler is given these 4 small 3-link chains as shown on the picture on the left. Into a large circular 12-link chain. In order to join the 2 closed links, one of the links needs to be cut, placed onto the other link, and then closed. The clever jeweler finds a creative way to make the circular chain while cutting as few links as possible. So how many links does he cut, and what does he do? Make a philosophy pun. Yeah, good job, Dan. So how many links does the jeweler cut, and what does he do to minimize it? So Huli says 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Evelyn Curry says 3 cuts. Oh, cut all the links in one chain, 1, 2, 3, and then use those to join the other one. Ah. So you make 3 cuts of, let's say, this first chain, and then that will attach. Does it have to end up north of Santa Fe? Cuts 1, attaches the second, adds the first, and then connect the 2 connected chains. I think the 3 cuts is the answer, where Evelyn Curry gave the 3 cuts, but then Sonny gave the explanation. I think that's it. The answer is not 4, is the hint. Lori James says 4. It's not 4. I like the answer. Let's say this first chain is cut 1, 2, 3. Then you use these 3 broken ones to cut these 3 whole groups of 3, I think. The jeweler only, okay, they got the image here. The jeweler needed only to cut 3 links, all from the same 3-link chain. He then can take the 3 links he cut and use them. All right. So Evelyn Curry got it 3 cuts, and then Sonny gave me the explanation. So they're going to each get a cookie. Cookie for Evelyn. Cookie for Evelyn. And a cookie for Sunny with the explanation. Yeah, Evelyn got it first, but you had the explanation. Yep. No cuts, says Dan. Open the link. I think it says that you, let's see, one of the links needs to be cut. It was a need. That hour went really quickly. Yeah, we're I guess I can stop right there. Yeah, but hey, I'm glad we're all having a good time. We're trying to get cookies for everyone. You got it. Sunny and Evelyn got a cookie for getting that. I hope everybody has a good time this week. Trying to make Monday one of the best days of the week. You know, don't be afraid. Try those treasure hunts. Try some different treasure hunts. You know, I know a lot of you in the chat are working on the Forest Fen treasure hunt. There are other treasure hunts out there. Sometimes you can find some things in there that'll help you for some other treasure hunts. So I want to say, everybody, thank you for joining in the live stream tonight. And it's not Calazar's, it's the Hint of Riches. The Hint of Riches is coming up in a couple minutes. So go ahead and see the Hint of Riches. It's an all women's panel tonight. You've missed the Priddle Sunday. Sunday, hey, I'm here most Mondays unless I've got something else going on. So join me. I'll probably be back next week. Boots on the ground for the secret in San Francisco. Awesome, Alan. Have fun. I believe you're in California somewhere, so go and get that secret. Go find the cask in San Francisco, and make Dustin and Deidre jealous. Fairy eggs for everyone. All right, have a good week, everybody. I'll see everybody next week. Go to the Hint of Riches. They're coming up in a couple minutes. Take it easy, everyone.